Yes, because and look, we're not having to get into the who's the better player. We'll debate that another day. But we're just talking about the scrutiny that LeBron has to go through
Okay.
because there was no social media.
Okay.
And Rich Paul is absolutely right. There was no 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365, in which we had an idea. And what the internet has done is turned the common person into a head coach, into a general manager, into a scout, into a professional athlete, into all these things. So now they get to have an opinion. See, Michael would score 50 points, and they never said, well, Larry would have scored 65. Magic would have gave you 80. But if LeBron gets a triple-double, then they said, man, Kobe Jordan would have had 76 points. So that's what he's up against. And the scrutiny of having to go out on a nightly basis, Jordan never had to worry about that. Never ever had to worry about what the camera, the paparazzi, these. Do you know how many relationships? Do you know how many businesses have been ruined with this? That camera phone? Ooh-wee.
Y'all heard that? That was Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe's first debate. Now, what other way can you possibly start a debate without having a LeBron James and Michael Jordan debate? It's just not possible to start any show, any debate show, without having a LeBron James and Michael Jordan type of debate. It just one of the most highly viewed debates that you could possibly have out there. It brings a lot of clicks, a lot of views, and for a show that is hyped up and everybody's been waiting to see and watch, what an amazing way to begin it off. Now, obviously, this is his second day, not his first day. A couple things I do want to say about this. I like the way it's structured. I mean, he gives a personality to the show. Stephen A. Smith has a way of getting his point across. He has a way of just talking, and he might yell a couple of times. He might say some outlandish things a couple of times. Sometimes he's gonna say things that you don't agree with, and sometimes he's gonna say things that you will agree with, and sometimes he's gonna say things that are way to the left, and you're like, yeah, you're on your own with this, buddy. Shannon Sharpe came in and he showed personality. I mean, there's some funniness to him. There's some character to him. It's not just, I'm going to just get my point across and debate with you. It's also like, I'm going to show you who I am. I'm going to show you personality. I'm going to show you, how I really, talk and why I deserve to be on air. And I'm going to show you why your money is worth what it is, because I'm here to not only get my point across and debate and yell and shout, but I'm also here to bring logic, and I'm also here to bring a way of humor. And watching this debate specifically, it showed me a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. So we're used to seeing JJ Redick just fry Stephen A. Smith sometimes, but I feel like there's gonna be another person right here. Shannon Sharpe can easily not only just hold his own during debates against Stephen A. Smith, but he can easily beat him in a couple of them, if not a lot of them, because his logic, when he was talking about this specifically, he brought up valid points, and he even stated in the beginning, let's not turn this question to who's the best player, because a lot of times when you watch debate shows, that's what they love doing. They love changing the original question to fit whatever answer they're trying to give you so that they seem right. It's no longer a debate on the actual topic. It's a debate of pride and ego. And he stated that from the beginning. Let's not do that. We're not doing that. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to speak about exactly what we are here to speak about, the question that was asked. And that's exactly what happened. He controlled the conversation over here. And not only did he control the conversation, in most people's eyes, he won the debate. I mean, he gave a lot of good points. He stayed on topic. He spoke about, LeBron James and the media and, the way he's held up to his name in the media and his image and et cetera, et cetera. And to be honest with you, I don't even know how Stephen A. Smith managed to disagree with him. This is an example of some people of not trying to just let the old head game go sometimes for the idea or for the point of logic. by all means, Shannon Sharpe was an old head too. But he was able to let that go for the sake of the debate, for the sake of logic, for the sake of just making sense. And he was a former player. He was not a basketball player, but he was a former star, a champion, played at very high levels every single time in his career. He was a great player at every single point of his career. So he knows the things players do and the things players go through and what social media puts on them and the amount of pressure that it puts them through, because he was born around 1968, I think they said in the video. If you do the math, he's about 50 something years old. Like, bro about to be 60. Like, when he was playing, social media was probably just beginning, or it was not around. So imagine the crazy things he was able to slide by. And now that he's famous in media, and that's his job now, and he's 50 something years old, he can see the difference as a player. And not only a regular player, as a former star in the sports world. Now he's a star in media. Stephen A. Smith just managed to disagree with him, just to disagree with him. And not saying that he doesn't stand on his points. He does stand on his point. I don't think Stephen A. is going to sit here and just debate about bullshit. I feel like he's going to sit here and, give his opinion, and he's going to be passionate about things that he actually cares about. And I also feel like that when Stephen A. Smith is here to debate and talk, he's also here to bring content too. So, of course, sometimes he might pick the other side just to pick the other side for the sake of debate, even though he might, there might be some truth to whatever point he's trying to push across. But I feel like it's really for content, man. And I like Stephen A. Don't get me wrong. I do like Stephen A. I do like Shannon Sharpe. But I can't lie. The first day or two, Shannon Sharpe's been cooking him. You look at personality. You look at just, the confidence of Shannon Sharpe. I mean, he doesn't look nervous. He doesn't look, bamboozled. He doesn't look shocked. He looks like he knew what he was getting himself into. I mean, and the chemistry, I'm not going to lie to you, the chemistry on this show looks great so far. It looks like it's a new beginning for First Take. It looks like it's only up from here. It looks like they're going to evolve this show and media even more than what it is so far. And if you look at it, you can tell that from the first 2 days. As long as they build on this and they don't, go back to the original Stephen A. Smith and whoever else they put across just debating, this show can grow even more than what it already is. And it's already like, number one show, sports media show or morning show in the world. So that goes to tell you the talent that they have on the show. And he's only there for 2 days. 2 days a week, that's a lot. But it's also a little bit at the same time. It's a lot for ESPN. I mean, he's giving them, the amount of talent he's bringing in 2 days is a lot. But if I'm ESPN, I'm trying to keep him for 4. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get him, JJ Redick, Stephen A. Smith, and that's it. That's my whole show right there. I mean, why would I not do that? That would be fantastic. And just imagine not only the debates, but the content, the personalities, the yelling, the shouting, the JJ Redick getting mad, Shannon Sharpe, doing what Shannon Sharpe does. And one thing about Shannon Sharpe too is, remember how before people used to get mad at Molly Escom and they used to be like, hey, just don't join the debate. It's not your debate. They like, don't join it. She's annoying, whatever. He includes her in the debate. Not in a way of, hey, come debate with us, but like, hey, you're listening type of thing, which she's a moderator, so she's supposed to listen. But he's like, Molly, you heard that? Molly, I said, Molly, that, like, he includes everybody in the show that he could include, everybody that's on air, and is doing well. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was really impressed these first 2 days. Like, really impressed. Like, they exceeded expectations for me. I thought it was gonna be, first 2 days they're gonna debate, yeah, but they're gonna also have a lot of jokes and get to know each other and things like that. Which was, yeah, that is what happened. But they had some decent debates, some football debates, some basketball debates. Couple of jokes was being thrown around, which was interesting. It was funny and it was not bad, man. It was actually really, really good. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of ESPN for, after doing really bad and firing a whole bunch of people. I'm proud of them for finding a diamond in the rough like this. I'm proud of Stephen A. Smith for understanding and noticing talent and making his voice clear, and making sure it's heard too. Like he said, I want Shannon Sharpe. Give me Shannon Sharpe. And they gave him Shannon Sharpe. We'll see how it does. I think it's going to be great for the show. I think it's great for ESPN. I think it's great for the media. I think it's great for sports. Hopefully give them like 2 weeks. It looks like they're going to create real content. It's not just going to be a bunch of people shouting and yelling anymore. But anyways, that's enough of me rambling and chatting. It's time for you to let me know. Chatting down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. This is Real Talk with Ian. It's time to leave the locker room. I'm going to catch ya. Safety in my hearts.
Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
The officials have to review it. And the Lakers win the game. Banks it in. He banks in the three.
To win it. Good. That's why he's NBA All-Defensive Team. Adebayo, sky high with the block and rejection. This is for the win. Got it. Wow. At 7, working against Butler, got down.